Hey everybody, welcome back to Attraction Marketing for Social Media. We are on Unit 5, which is Mastering Messenger. Oh my gosh, are we super excited to share some great tips and strategies with you guys on how to use Messenger effectively.
Yeah, seriously, Messenger is such an amazing tool that you now have in your tool belt, and we're super excited to be able to share with you exactly how you can use it to build your business.
Go for it. Let's start that conversation.
Oh my gosh, let's start talking here, right? So starting conversations, this is the name of the game, guys.
Absolutely.
It is so important to be able to be authentic, be real, let people really know who you are in these conversations. And so it's important for you to take some time in starting conversations every single day, because this truly is going to be your ticket to win it, okay? Because the more conversations you start every single day, the more opportunity you have to find those people that are going to have the same vision, the same excitement, and the same desire to change their lives and many others. Not to mention, at the same time, you're doing what all good networkers need to do, and that is to fill up our funnels with good prospects.
Be a good networker, right? Turn those likes and comments into real solid leads by starting conversations on Messenger. So it's one of those things that if you're in social media and you're on Facebook or Instagram or whatever your flavor of choice is, obviously including Facebook, because that's what we're talking about, Messenger today, and somebody's commenting on your post and you engage them, what Messenger does is allow you to take that conversation or take that dialogue back and forth, comments, likes, some idle chit chat, and take it off of there into Messenger, where it can become a full-blown conversation, and even, as we're going to show you, a video conference.
Yeah, I love it. Even when people don't comment and they just hit that like button, that thumbs up button, or that heart button, or the whoa button, right? You can even take those and start conversations from there. I recommend you always go and take a look at the profile of the people that you're going to start these conversations with, though, so that you have some good stuff to talk about that you already know about them. But you can actually just start it up by saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much for liking my post. Will you please tell me, what was it that you really liked about it? But always end this conversation piece with a question, so that they'll come back to you. Some people will, some people won't. The ones that don't, that's okay.
And your goal should be 1 to 2 a day. And if you can do more than that, then consider yourself an overachiever and you're just going to get there faster. But strive for at least 1 to 2 conversations per day, shifting from the likes and comments or the emoji exchange or whatever it is into Messenger to create these real friendships and these real dialogues with people in Facebook Messenger. And remember something, that it's better to go too slow in this conversation starting and developing those conversations, and ideally relationships, because this is a relationship business. It's better to go too slow than too fast. And what do I mean by that? So when you start a conversation with somebody and you're super excited about the opportunity, our products and our business and the ability to help, and you see that this person that you've gone on to, like Marci said, gone on to their profile and see that there's a need and something we could help with, don't be too eager to drop your sales pitch. Be a person, develop the relationship, and most importantly, build rapport with this person in this conversation process, because I've done this and many of you have done it. You just go too soon to share the video, too soon to go into the script, and we're going to share some scripts with you guys, but don't do it too fast. It's better to go too slow than too fast and go chase somebody off, because you can't, Marci describes it best. Why don't you go? You can't undo something you've done.
Yeah, well, it's really funny because it just made me think of it's like, you're not going to ask somebody to marry you on your first date, right? So take your time on these conversations. It's so important. And I love the phrase of use the real friends thing. We have so many people that we're connected with on Facebook, but we really don't know who they are. So your goal is to actually turn them into real friends. Have conversations, learn things about them, find out what they're excited about and what they're passionate about. Take some time doing this, because once they know that you truly care by taking the time and learning about them, they'll be a lot more apt to listen to what you want to share with them in the long end of things. Plus, you'll also have the opportunity potentially to learn. Maybe you don't want to share what we have to offer, because we don't want everybody doing this business. It's not for everyone, right? We get to pick and choose. So take the time in your conversations, because when you throw something out there way too fast, you can't pull it back, even though you're like, no, come back. You can't get it back. But if you choose to wait to share it, you can always pick the right time to give that information.
Right.
So also with Messenger, it's an amazing tool for follow-up.
Yes.
And so we're going to share with you, a technique to where you can actually set appointments in Messenger so that when you're setting up that time to get back in, either on a just texting thread, or you can do a 3-way texting thread, or you can do a 3-way voice thread, or a 3-way video feed. You can send reminders, and they'll even get, actually you can set up an appointment and they'll even get reminders from Messenger. It's an amazing, amazing tool.
Takes Bam Fam to a whole other level.
Seriously.
So here's some sample scripts that we're talking about. And keep in mind, when you're looking at these scripts, look at them for relevancy and translate it into language that you would share or that you would actually speak. So it's not awkward for you to say it. It's not awkward for you. And I say that from experience. I remember early on in my network marketing career, and this is our first time here, that I was saying someone else's script and it felt awkward for me. And if it feels awkward for you, think about how it must be feeling for the person on the other end, especially if they already know you. Cold context, maybe not so much, but what they may not feel awkward, they will definitely feel a lack of authenticity. So make these yours. In other words, cut and paste, or just make it your own. Make this your own by changing some of the words to be what you would normally say. So here's an example. Hey, Jack, I guess it's about time I sent you a message to introduce myself. I have a few different friends that that know you and speak highly of you. I look forward to getting to know you personally instead of just having you as a friend on Facebook. Most people, when you just are authentic and real, they're going to respond very favorably with that and send you a shout out back.
Yeah, there's so many times that we've accepted friend requests from people without really finding out who they are first, that we end up with all these friends and we have no clue who they are. And so being good networkers, again, we're going to go back and we're going to start really cultivating this farmland that we have with all these prospects and start sending out these messages, introducing ourselves and getting to know each other, right? So the next example script that we have for you is, Sam, how are you? I saw you on here and wasn't sure of how we originally connected. I'm assuming we both have similar backgrounds. Either way, I try and do the best to turn Facebook friends into real friends. I think we have a bunch in common with family and business. Let me know if you're open to connecting. I love that one.
So this is a powerful one, guys, and it just kind of hits all different angles, and it's going to hit people in that authentic spot because this is a relationship business. It's not a sales pitch. It's a friendly approach to start rapport and continue an ongoing conversation. Love this one.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh, the culture in Messenger. Messenger just gives you that ability and just utilizing some amazing technology to create a culture, because that's one of the things that is a big draw to people that are networkers or people that like to interact with other people is a similar culture. Purpose, passion, culture are some things that drive people to it. So when you're building a large organization, consider when you first started. And maybe you are just now starting. It's going to start with you and your immediate sphere. So I remember for me 9 years ago when it started here in Arizona among my affiliated healthcare providers, because that was my sphere of influence. That was my network. And it went from there into business owners, and went from business owners to business owners outside of our town and eventually outside of our state to places like Utah and Southern California and Nebraska and New England. And then it went to Hawaii, and then it went overseas. And what happens as your organization builds and expands, what's going to happen is you're going to go from your own time zone, where when you're talking about, hey, let's meet at 2:30, everybody knows it means 2:30 your time zone. When you're talking about now East Coast and West Coast combined, is 2:30, is it your time? Is it their time? And then you got Hawaii on the line, and now it's 6 hours, and then you get Japan involved or Australia involved, and it goes to a global understanding. And why do we say this? Because as your organization grows, it's going to bring in different people with different skill sets, different history in network marketing. Some are going to be very successful. Some are brand new and kind of timid. Some are great public speakers. Some aren't. So realize that this Messenger tool has the ability to bring them all together at the same place on their own time. So if I'm here in Pacific time and I'm talking to somebody in Australia, whatever Australia time is, I can respond real time. And then when they log on, because it might be midnight where they are, it might be 4 o'clock in the morning. When they log on Facebook, and we'll show you how this works in Messenger, they can respond on their time, and there's no waiting to start the process. It's unbelievable how you can use this tool as your organization grows from where you started all the way around the world.
So picture this. I'm sure that you've all experienced this. If not, you will, okay? You're trying to get together your prospect with an advisor for a third-party validation experience, right? You're trying to coordinate everybody's busy lives and schedule to find one time that all three of you can get on the phone or on Messenger together the exact same time. Sometimes it can get really, really frustrating. And sometimes before you've been able to figure it out, you've wasted a week of time. And in network marketing, there's urgency. We have to get this stuff done quickly. We have to get this stuff done as soon as possible. And so what Messenger does is, just like Dondee says, this eliminates that frustration factor of trying to find one time for everybody, because this way, everybody's time is the right time, because you can respond as soon as you're available. It takes so much stress off your shoulders, guys. So I'm so excited that you're learning about Messenger right now. So when we're talking about the culture, I mean, as your team grows, you have to be prepared to know things that will make everybody's lives easier. And so these skills that you're learning right now in Messenger is so important. And I believe you already said my favorite four-letter F word, didn't you?
I didn't.
Oh,
I was wondering if you were gonna miss
Messenger
that.
is free, guys. That's my favorite four-letter F word, free. Anywhere that you've got Wi-Fi, that you've got Facebook, you can do Messenger with someone for free. How cool is that, to be able to connect people all around the globe, having the same interests, same purpose, and do it without it costing your money, and yet you're building a business that's going to earn you money. I love it. I love it. I love it.
No data charges apply.
Right. So also, when we're talking about culture, we want to do fun stuff within the team, right? We want to motivate each other. We want to lift each other up. We want to help each other out. And so you can actually set up different groups in Messenger to provide encouragement, competition, to help people reach and earn promotions and different levels of recognition. So this is just another way that Messenger is a phenomenal way of building culture and a tool that works everywhere.
About the competition piece, I love this too. I remember when we were shooting for Pro 9, and we had a group on the other side of the Phoenix Valley here and a group in Colorado, and we were all going for Pro 9 at the same time, and some bragging rights and stuff. And it turns out we all hit it the same month, but there was some significant competition involved, and that was before Messenger. Imagine now dropping a little, hey man, I did this many three-way calls today. I did this many Messenger sessions, started this many conversations, this many new leads. What are you doing today? And now they're going to listen to it and they're like, oh my gosh, okay, I got to catch up. Use it for things like that. It's a great way to end of month, trip incentives, working towards some kind of a promotion, or in this case, competition to a rank advance. Pretty amazing tool how it works.
Yeah, and there's different levels of motivation that you can provide too. You can do those text messages, but how about doing a voice message? You can actually do voice messages that are a minute in length that you can send out to this group, motivating the heck out of them for their next accomplishment. But then you can also do video messages, 15-second video messages that, if you do it correctly, and if you're doing it for like promotions or for something that a lot of people are going after and you have multiple groups, you can do one video that you can share with multiple groups. And so as your team grows, you're going to find what valuable time saving.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh, how valuable it is to save your time by doing one video that you can share with many groups to motivate them, to lift them up, and to push them forward in building their business.
Absolutely. We'll show you an example of how to do that too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is super important, guys. And this is not just in growing a network marketing business. This is a way you can do it in every aspect of growing your network marketing business. And that is success loves speed. It gets back to that competition part of it. So when you're talking about speed and you're talking about going out and having some urgency, like Marci said, third-party validation is critically important. This is, in my opinion, and sometimes I can be pretty opinionated, but this one I think is pretty strong, that using Messenger as far as other three-way validation sources other than being face-to-face in the same room is probably next best, because you can do three-way conferencing, video conferencing on here, which we can show you how to do too, which is super awesome. Like Marci said, you've got that 1-minute voice, you've got that 15-second video, And then you can connect everybody on a video chat conference that is unlimited time.
Yeah, it's just like Zoom. I mean, Zoom is such an amazing platform, but guess what? Zoom sometimes is not completely stable everywhere. Where Facebook is available anywhere that there's that Wi-Fi connection, and it can be an unlimited amount of time for that call. So again, success loves speed. Let's have urgency in our businesses and use Messenger to help us with that.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to set up different groups for different results. And and one thing I want to put on here too that's not on here is that, what, I think one of the things that we don't quite recognize enough and give enough attention to is the people that just want to belong to something. That they are happy getting their subscription orders every single month. And we're happy with them getting their subscription orders, right? That's what really builds our leveraged income. But they may not be somebody that's here to really build a business. They just want to feel like they belong to something. And so this would be a perfect opportunity to put together a messenger group for people that fall within, that type of criteria, that they're part of LifeVantage because of the culture, because they know that they're working with people that have dreams and visions to change the world, right? So it makes them feel like they're doing something more. So maybe set up a messenger group with people that are just here because they want to be near you. Right? They want to be near this company because it's such an amazing company. But other groups that you can set up is leadership groups. How about by rank? People that are running to the next rank, put them in there, and you can create that friendly conversation or competition and conversation. Let's keep it friendly, right? By legs, individual legs, whether you've got really strong leg and you've got an outside leg that you really need to motivate and get building, so put that one into one group and get everybody motivated and working really hard. Or how about by area? When we travel out to support people, that's really important. Talk about your experience with the by areas in motivating people for us coming out.
Yeah, so if you're going to go on a road trip somewhere, then it's great to get those leaders involved in a messenger group, let everybody know what your itinerary is, but also put challenges on everybody. And this is where I love competition. If you're going on a multi-state road trip, you can get the leaders in each of the states to be in this messenger stream and start dropping challenges. And there's nothing wrong with a little trash talking among your team because it gets people motivated. It gets people a competition so that everybody knows your itinerary if you're the one making the trip. And you're getting everybody motivated so that every time you go up in front of a room or every time you go meet with your leaders or whatever you're doing, you're going to have engagement. And this is a great, great tool to be able to create that.
The only thing I ask is just be respectful of everybody.
Of course.
Respect
because it's friendly competition, but there's nothing wrong with a little trash talking.
It is. It's a great time. So it really makes it easy to be able to make sure that the time that you're putting into your team too is fully effective so that when you go out to your different areas to support your team, that everybody is just super excited, super pumped, and super building for the time that you'll be spending there. So, and then the rank advancements, guys, we have such amazing promotions within LifeVantage for rank advancing at different levels. I mean, you've got the Paysetter programs. We've got Pro 4, you get on leadership call. You've got Pro 5 Summit. Pro 6, you get this amazing travel luggage. Pro 7, oh my heck, Pro 7, how about Pro 7 and get that $25,000 gift after you've maintained it for the proper amount of time, and then you just keep on going up and there's just more and more benefit to rank advancing. So you can set up groups of people that are shooting for rank advancing, shooting for the next level, or people could even jump levels, right? So you could have somebody that's a Pro 3 that is super on fire and is dedicated to hitting Pro 6 by the next big event. You can put them into the Pro 6 group because they're going to be super motivated by being there. But you'll also have people that are close to Pro 6 that are going to be like, oh my heck, I'm not going to have that person beat me there first. So they're really going to work hard. So many different ways that you can use Messenger. Before we go in and show the examples, is there anything else that you'd like to share on this?
There is. I wanted to talk about what Marci started, how she started this slide, and that's kind of talking about the culture and the community that network marketing tends to attract. It attracts like-minded people. And I want to use a sports analogy. So whatever your favorite sport is, and you're following your professional team, you're not on that team. You may even wear the jersey while they're playing on Sunday or whatever day they happen to play. It's your team, but you're not on the sideline. You're not the one drinking the Gatorade. You're not the one looking at the playbook. But when they hoist the trophy, if they happen to win the championship, you're right there with them. It's your team.
Yeah.
There are people that look at this industry the exact same way. They don't really want to be on the sidelines. In other words, they don't want to be the one doing 15 presentations a month or reaching out to people. They just want to be part of a winning team, because every winning team has raving fans. And maybe raving fans are not at just crushing at distributors. Be okay with that. And that's what I love what Marci said about creating a messenger group for people that are just the raving fans. And I remember having conversations with multiple people that come to all of our events, but they're not rank advancing because that's not their intent. Their intent is to be there to cheer their upline and their downline as they cross stage rank advancing. And it has nothing to do with unworthiness, or that it's just not their purpose. They'd rather be part of a winning team than be on the field as the quarterback being chased down by the linebacker, if you're a football player and you understand that principle. So be okay and encourage people to become part of messenger groups just to be part of the culture and as the community, because on a winning team, even the raving fans win.
Yeah, I love that, seriously. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through and we're going to walk you through how to do some of these things that we've talked about on Messenger. So just a second, and I am going to share with you my phone.
This is so cool how we can do this.
Technology is amazing. Oh, there's my phone. How cool is that, right? So we're going to go into Messenger. All right, so this is my Messenger. So first of all, let's talk about the things that are up here at the top. See up here, this is messages. That's what's open right now. These are my live messages that I have going on right now. Right next to it, you can see the active list. So when we open up the active list, I got to do it on my phone. I can't do it on the computer. When I open up my active list, I can look here and I can see all of the people that are active on Messenger right now. And by the way, guys, we forgot to say this in the beginning, and it is very important. Yeah. You need to download the separate Messenger app. It's separate from Facebook. You need to have the Messenger app, because most of the things that we're talking about here are only applicable in the Messenger app. Right. So download that from either your Google Play or your Apple Store, whatever phone you have, download that. So here, this is where I can go in and I can actually take a look here. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a couple people on here that I really need to reach out for follow-up. So it's a good reminder of some people that maybe you needed to follow up with. Or if you wanted to start a conversation with somebody that you haven't seen for a while, you could actually just go and click on their name and you could just start a conversation. It's like, oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've seen you on here live at the same time as me. How are you?
Right.
Just simply that. Start that conversation and try to turn them into one of your 2 real friends of the day, right? And then we're going to go over here to groups. Oh, again, on my phone is where I have to do it. To groups. All right, so this is a really cool place, okay? So here in groups is where you can do all of the setting up those different groups of people for follow-up, for third-party validation, for the promotion runs, for the rank advancement, all that kind of stuff. So all you have to do is just go in here to create group right there. You want to name your group, and then you can just start searching of the people that you want to have in the group, and you can add as many as you want. That's another cool thing about this, is that you can have as many or as few. You need at least 3 for it to be a group, but this is where the magic happens, okay? So I'm not going to set up a new group right now, but this is where you would go in to set up that new group. But what we do want to share with you is what you can do inside of groups and inside of the messages. So before we start showing you the videos, I want to show you something that is so neat that we figured out just in the last, oh gosh, couple months, about being able to set up reminders or set dates with your prospects, okay? So these people that you're adding into the team groups, whether it's for product, it's for the business, or they're new customers, or they're new to Meet Team Freedom Reigns, you've got them on Messenger. So you can actually go in here, and I have a prospect right here that I'm talking to, and I've just got done setting up with her an appointment for Tuesday night at 7 p.m. her time. And so I can actually send her a date, basically, and then she will get a reminder 30 minutes before it's time for me to call her. How cool is that, right? Cool. So you would just go down here. You can see the cursor, the plus. We're just going to hit plus. And there's all kinds of different options here, guys. You see this that you can do in here, but what we're looking at is the reminder right there. Ah, look right there. I'm going to just put in here chat with Brittany. And it's going to be on Tuesday.
This is so cool, guys.
At 7. I'm going to put 7 because that's her time, okay? And then we're going to go with the more options to be able to send her an alert 30 minutes before. And you know what? I better put it 6 my time because that's what my phone's set up for. So I'm going to go ahead and do 6, and then it will automatically send it to her at the right time. Yes.
That's again where
so
as your
30
organization
minutes
grows, time frames expand.
Yeah, and because we're in Arizona, we never change. So we have to keep fluctuating with all the rest of y'all. So get smart and don't change your time. Just don't change it. So here we are. I'm going to create. Oh, and look at that. So I created the reminder, and it's going to go to Brittany, and she's going to accept or say no. Okay, she's already agreed on the time, so I'm betting she'll accept, but I'll be talking with her on Tuesday night. So that's a really cool thing to be able to do, is to be able to set up those reminders for your follow-ups.
Yeah,
so
if you guys are prone to forgetting things, like sometimes I can be, and sometimes maybe my calendar may be in my backpack or in my briefcase, use this because I've always got my phone on me. Always, always, always. Set up these reminders, especially, again, if you have problems with multitasking or it's not your strong point like it is for Marci, it's not so much mine. Set up this reminder. It reminds you and it reminds them, and they will accept it, and it gives them a reminder 30 minutes, and you can actually get more specific on that 30-minute time frame. But it's just amazing. So utilize this tool. It is so, so efficient.
Yes. So right now we're going to show you how you can actually do a live video into your groups, okay? So we have some promotion groups set up right now. Yes, we do. I love that. That's so cute. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a video inside. And I'm sorry, I just went through that really fast, so I'm going to do it slower. So you see over there where the camera is, to the left of the text box. So this camera right here, that's what I'm going to select. So I'm selecting the camera. Now see how it says hold to record video or tap to take a photo. So first of all, I want it to be looking at us. So I'm going to select this one down here at the bottom right. Oh, look, there we are.
There we are.
Yeah. And so what we're going to do now is that we're going to actually hold down this button. We have how many seconds?
15
seconds to get our message out. So do you want to say it, or do you want me to say it?
You can go ahead and say it.
All right, so you're just going to be here with me? Awesome. All right, you ready? Hey, guys, we're super excited to come back to you and just remind you that tomorrow we've got the hashtag TFR Motivation Monday call. Can't wait to see you all on there.
Tune in, everybody.
Okay, so now I'm going to push this button that's down here.
That's the send button.
That's the send button. And while we're talking to you, this is going out to that group.
Yeah.
How cool is that, right? So they just got that live video. Right?
Now, as Marci said before, we recorded this video and we intentionally didn't make it specific, didn't mention any names, so that we can use it elsewhere. Check this out. That right there, now I'm showing you here, Marci's going to press it on her phone, but watch what the opportunity does. It allows you to send it to every one of the groups that could apply. So if you've got people that are going for the Ireland promotion or any other promotion or incentive trips or trying to rank advance, you can hit those ones there. And again, you can look up in the search and send it. You can send that pre-recorded message to all of the different groups that you want to send it to. And oh my gosh, it just extends your efficiency level.
So I just sent it to 2 additional groups in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, super, super
And
cool.
so just think about how much time, and that's all I'm going to send right now, I think. Yeah, that's all I'm going to send right now. So think about how much time that just saved us. Instead of having to re-record that same video for, I mean, we have probably 5 or 6 different groups here now that we've got to additionally send that to have like a ton of people in those groups, right? So you want to save your time and be efficient by using these tools the appropriate way. So where you would also go inside of these groups, I'm going to go inside the same group. If we wanted to do a group chat with this whole group, which we're not going to right now because it's a big group.
It's a video conference chat.
Yes. So all we would do is this button right here. And actually, I'm going to push it. And should I see if anybody answers?
Well, yeah, we'll give them time to accept. And you can actually, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to see if anybody answers right now.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so
Sharing video and one. So now people can accept, and we can add from here too.
So we'll see if anybody hops on here. If not, we're just going to wait a second.
Yeah, this is live. Nobody was expecting this.
Yeah,
so
and it is Sunday.
I would be surprised if somebody did.
Yep, and that's okay. So I'm going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hang up. But see, that is where you can actually do a video chat or a video conference for a third-party validation, which I love these because when you can see somebody's face, you can see their eyes, you can see their body language when you're having these conversations where they might have some concerns, it's a lot easier for you to provide what they need if you can see that they need it.
Right.
So I really like the video, the chats for sure.
It's super effective when you've got a prospect and who wants to see some information and they've got questions, you can set them up with that advisor. It's also really, really cool when you bring on a new team member and to have a launch call. So when you're doing a launch for some of their prospects for the brand new team person, this is such an amazing tool and so efficient. Gives people the ability to ask questions and see the facial gestures of the person responding to their questions. It's where that rapport is built. It's where that relationship is deepened and strengthened. And it's just, there's nothing like, well, the only thing better is being in the same room at the same time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Live is the only thing better, but a video conference call live is super efficient and amazing what you can do in Messenger. So utilize that tool, guys.
Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us for unit number 5, utilizing Facebook Messenger to help you become a real person online and build your business. Stay tuned for unit number 6.
Pro tips.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. We'll be reviewing some of the pro tips we've already given you, but bringing more to you as well. All right, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate every one of you.